Grandmaster Darmen Sadvakasov became World Junior Champion, beat Karpov in a match, and then quit chess.
In the last game, I just decided to keep pressure, like Karpov style, and played with Karpov in his style, and I won that game.
He built a career in business and politics, and now he's turning Kazakhstan into a chess superpower.
I can definitely say that we never had such support in our times, so we really create great conditions to achieve global success.
Kazakhstan has more World Junior Champions than any other country. How is that even possible?
Last World Championship in Rapid and Blitz in Greece, we got the first place for team. Last Scholars Championship in Serbia, we got the first place for team. Last championship for cadets in classical chess, we got the first place in Italy.
We talked about Darmen's path, his vision for Kazakh chess, and what it takes to turn a nation into a chess machine.
We don't provide money to young players directly, but we cover the expenses. It's approximately 60 or 55 $1,000 a year.
Do not miss our Blitz game at the end.
An interesting variation. Hi, Darmen. I'm thrilled to talk to you. You're a real legend, both in Kazakhstan and worldwide. And the first question that I have for you is, how did it feel to defeat Anatoly Karpov in a match?
Hi, Greg. So for me, it's also a pleasure to be here. A match with Anatoly Karpov was definitely something special in my chess career. I had to play, in my opinion, the best player. Maybe he was not the best in knowledge, but in terms of keeping the results, keeping the pressure on the board. And the period he dominated, it was 10 years. And also the number of tournaments he won, it's actually the world record. If I'm not mistaken, he won 164 international tournaments and matches.
Wow.
So almost twice more than Kasparov won, despite that Kasparov dominated 20 years. So it means that it was quite intensive period of domination of Anatoly Karpov globally. And of course, I understood that he had special feeling. He loves to win. I would say he something like assassination of the opponent. And you need to keep the pressure all the time. He like pushing, and you need to have certain skills to keep this pressure. Of course, we spent a lot of time preparing for the match with my co-coaches at that time. So I had two main coaches. It was Sergei Dolmatov, and also it was Yuri Razovaev. Sergei Dolmatov was the chief coach of the Russian team, and Yuri Razovaev also in the past worked with Anatoly Karpov. So I had to invite as my second another player, another grandmaster, and my very good friend Karen Nasrian, and he agreed to support me during the match, and his support was crucial. Unfortunately, he died in a very young age, and when he was less than 30 years, and it was a very big drama for all of us, very unexpectedly. However, Karen's support during the match was very, very professional. So we analyzed a lot of lines that Anatoly played those times, and we definitely dominated in the opening. But my mistake in the sixth game, despite that I won the second game with white, and I had completely winning position from the opening in the fourth game. So after 5 games, it was only 1 win and 4 draws. So the sixth game, I also had great position, but I made a mistake, and then he won that game. So it was even score. The seventh game was also draw, and in the eighth game, I played with black, and I wanted to win the match, because actually I kept pressure all the match. I mean, in terms of positions, and I wanted to win that match. And in the last game, I just decided to keep pressure, like Karpov style, and played with Karpov in his style. And finally, I was successful in that. and I won that game. After the game, we had the closing ceremony, and a lot of sponsors and key people came to the closing ceremony, and people were waiting for us. And Anatoly didn't come to the hall. Actually, the playing hall and the hotel was in the same building, at the same venue. So the arbiter went to his room, invited him, but he declined. And then finally they asked me to go to Karpov, to the room, to invite him. And I went to the room, and he of course invited me to the chessboard. And actually what was happening, he just analyzed the position of the last game where he lost.
Yeah.
And we started analyzing the position, playing back and forth, and it was like maybe 15 minutes. And people, maybe 200 people waiting for the closing ceremony. And they, of course, trying to somehow disturb us, but we stopped communications and we just analyzed the position. And he finally, he find out that the position of white, of his position was worse. So he couldn't defend the position in any variation. So anyway, there is pressure from black. And finally he agreed that it was not so good position for him. And after that, of course, I invited him to the closing ceremony, saying that we need to demonstrate respect to people who supported the organization of the match. And of course, he agreed, and we went for the closing ceremony.
That's such a great story. And even though the match was played in 2004, I think he was still incredibly strong at that time.
Yeah, just 2 years before that, he got the title, or 3 years maybe, he got the title of World FIDE Champion.
Yeah.
In the final match, Vishy Anand. Also, he played in several tournaments, and 1 year before, he played a match with European champion. I think it was Nisipiano, and he crushed him in the match. Mm-hmm. And of course, he prepared for the match. He had his second with him. It was real professional match, classical chess. Actually, it was mixed time control. We played 4 games with classical 6 hours games, and 4 games were in rapid, 25 minutes each.
I was told that even I don't know about right now, but a couple of years ago, he was still a very strong Blitz player, and Dubov played some games on a regular basis in Blitz against him and said that it's very tough to play against Karpov. So I can only imagine how it was 20 years ago. Do you think about what could have happened if you continued your professional chess career? You achieved so many great results. You were the world junior champion. You defeated lots of strongest grandmasters in the world. Your peak rating is around 2650-ish, right? So you could have continued, but you decided to go into public administration, business. Have you thought about this alternative futures for you?
In 2004, when I won a match against Karpov, actually it was my pike. I mean, in terms of my chess strengths, and I played another good tournament in Denmark, where I won games against Vasily Ivanchuk with black. It was a very interesting game. I won a very good game against Nigel Short, against Evgeny Alexeyev with white, and against Rustam Kasamjanov with black. All the games were very sharp, and I had real chess power at that moment. At that moment, I was absolutely sure that I'll be in top 20, because I felt like top 20 player, or maybe even the top 10. But anyway, I was completely prepared. I had a lot of novelties. I worked heavily on chess. Every day it was at least 6 hours for last 3 years. So I was quite prepared for professional chess. But here in Kazakhstan, we had not stable chess situation. So at that moment, in the end of 2004, after I won the match, I almost had no support here. And the choice was to go to Europe, to live there, to work there, to play there, or to stay in Kazakhstan. And of course, when you are in Kazakhstan, you are lack of tournaments, lack of practice. And I decided to stay here. And it was a period when for 6 months I didn't play any tournament. I had any training camp. I just worked myself at home. Finally, I decided to play in the Asian Championship and became Asian champion. And it was 2 attempts in a row, and both times I got the third place, not winning that one. In the very end, I couldn't keep the pressure. So despite that, I was in the group of leaders during the tournaments. So and at some moment, my friend of mine recommended me to consider Bolashak program, the special program that the government launched in Kazakhstan. They covered all the expenses of talented young professionals, giving them a grant for tuition, for all the expenses, traveling, even books or buses. I mean, everything. You just apply for the program. Then, of course, if the university accepts you, then you bring this acceptance letter to the commission. Of course, you answer the questions, but it's quite easy. It wasn't very bureaucratic. And the government at that moment decided to send 1,000 students every year. I applied and easily won that grant. Quite famous university, Carnegie Mellon University, sent me a letter of acceptance. And Carnegie Mellon is situated in Pittsburgh city, Pennsylvania. And I called to my old friend, Alex Shabalov, who had been living in Pittsburgh since 1993, I think. Asked him what he thoughts about Carnegie Mellon. He said, no, it's not possible. It's really high competitive university, so it's really hard to be taken. I said, yeah, I already have this acceptance letter. He said, wow, this is great. So just you don't have to think. This is really good opportunity to come and to study in one of the best universities globally. So I checked the rankings. Of course, we were at like top 10 for public policy and management. I checked the business school; it was also top 20. I mean, it was really good reputation university. So it was a change of my career. I went to the United States and started studying, getting my master's degree. And actually, it was equivalent to MBA because it was Master of Public Management in Economics and Finance. So because the government actually in Kazakhstan didn't cover MBAs, it happened because some people after graduation didn't come back because they got good jobs and good salaries, so they decided not to come. So from starting that point, government stopped paying grants for MBAs, but continued to pay, let's say, public management, even if it is concentration in economics and finance, and it is equivalent. Everyone understands that, but still, it's still existing, the situation. And after graduation, I came back, and I was offered a position in the president's administration as the economical analyst. And there is saying in the United States, never deny two things: Harvard and White House. So because Kazakh White House offered me a job, so I decided to accept it. And I worked for the president's office for 3 years. And it was a great experience, not highly paid comparing to business sector, but it was really very useful in terms of understanding how economics works, how decisions are taken in the country, like on the president's level. So this is the backstage of what is happening in the country. So this is quite useful even now.
Yeah. So of course your path is very very exciting and illustrious career. So, but did you have any time like to play any chess? Did you play online maybe, or did you just quit cold turkey without like? Yeah, I know that you at some point even played for the national team, but was there like a gap in several years when you didn't look at chess?
Yeah, I played in the United States because they have quite comfortable format for weekends. You can play even strong opens.
Was it the tournament where you shared first place with Hikaru Nakamura?
Yeah, I got first or shared first place in, I think, 6 tournaments during 2 years. And one of them was with Hikaru. In Europe, I would get first place because it was boogers or some additional coefficient that in the table I'm on the first place and Hikaru on the second, so we shared. But then the organizer said we have to play a Blitz game. It's according to the rules of the United States Federation or some organizers. I was surprised because actually it was classical tournament, and they said you have to play a Blitz game. Actually, it's even more. It was Armageddon game. So it was like 5 minutes for white and 4 minutes for black, and draw gives win for black.
And Hikaru was white, right?
And I had to choose, and it was of course quite logical choice of black, but I couldn't defend the position. Hikaru was quick. He was very strong in blitz. I mean, it's a completely different story. It's not. But it was my first time. It was Miami Open, and it was first time when I met this situation that I have to be ready to play a blitz in the end, even if you win the tournament according to the table. So that was the period of my master degree education. And then after I came back in 2010, I played for the national team in Asian Games. And then in 2012, I once played in the rapid tournament. And after that, it was a long period of not playing, only online games sometimes, but usually not in the best condition in terms of internet. Usually we play when we have some time. It could be in the airport, it could be in the car or somewhere in taxi. So you don't have good, stable connection, but still you love to feel these time gaps with chess. Yeah. But in 2023, I got a call from my old friend Vladimir Kramnik, and he proposed to play in the World Team Championship in Düsseldorf. I said, Vladimir, sorry, I stopped playing since 2010 in classical tournaments and from 2012 in rapid tournaments. And he said, no, look, this is the name of our team. Chess pensioners. I said, wow. So this is exactly for you.
Retired guys.
for retired people, yeah. And I agreed. It was quite a strong team. It was him. It was Peter Svidler. It was Linier Dominguez. And I mean, it was really good team, good friends, good atmosphere in the team. So we played. And occasionally I found that I'm not in a bad shape. So I won a game against Rapport. I had really winning position at some moment against Kamer. And also I won some other games against other players. It was interesting to be in the same atmosphere like it was many years ago between great chess players that played in that team championship. So next year I decided also to play. We organized the same championship in Astana.
Yeah, I played as well. I know.
You played as well. So I played a very good tournament. I lost one game to Prague. Yeah, and I had really promising position, let's say. So slight advantage for me with white. I played Scotch defense, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, and got better position. And then at some moment I sacrificed a pawn, and actually I was very comfortable. I had 7 minutes versus 4 minutes of Prague. I had like really position that I love with initiative. And I felt that I will crush a young prodigy. But suddenly he played like genius. Actually, he is genius. He played like himself. And he didn't make any mistake. He played like the best. After the game, I checked the lines with computer. Of course, almost all the time it was first or second line. So it was like really very high level of defense from Prague. And he crushed me easily. So after that, I came back to my old friends and said, so now I understand I'm not ready to compete with this generation. So now I'm too old for that. So anyway, this year we also organizing a team going to London to play in the World Team Championship. Yeah. So Kazakhstan will have 3 teams. Actually, one team is Kaz chess team that we mix with the strong grandmasters. So Alex Grishuk will continue to play for us. Also, we expect to play Rapport. So invited Rapport to play for Kaz chess. And we will have also Parham and Yesipenko playing for Kazakh team. And other players will be from Kazakhstan, including me, including young talent Aldiar Amsat and Muriert Kamaledinova, and one amateur that we have to have in the team. It is his name is also Darmen. He's young boy of 14 years old. So it will be interesting team, and the captain will be Gulmira Davletova, executive director of Kazakhstan Chess Federation. Also, we'll have another team that will be fully Kazakh. The name is Baris.kz. And the third team will be rookies. Actually, this is the team that FIDE had last year. And this team will be also mixed with certain young talents from UK, Azerbaijan, and Russia. So, but most of the team will be Kazakh young players.
Well, there are definitely lots of incredibly strong young players in Kazakhstan these days. This is like crazy. And when you were telling your story, I felt it's so surreal that you said that in Kazakhstan there were not many tournaments, not much for chess, because these days like I've been living here for 2 years now, and every month there is some tournament, and all the time there are big open events. So I think this is like one of the, objectively speaking, not just because I love Kazakhstan, but objectively speaking, I think this is like one of top 3 places in the world to live if you are a chess player right now, because the only problem, in my opinion, is the fact that all these players are criminally underrated. So it's harder to gain rating. All the rest, like the infrastructure, is crazy good. So I wanted to say thanks to you, because you are one of the people behind all this, and we definitely will discuss this. But coming back to my question. If like you were today, like under 20 World Youth Champion and on a similar trajectory in chess, you probably could have stayed a chess professional and not gone to a different career. What do you think?
With conditions that at the moment Kazakhstan Chess Federation provides for the young players and for the leaders of Kazakhstan team, I can definitely say that we never had such support in our times. So we really create great conditions to achieve global success, and we very appreciate the support of the president of the country. The political support here is maximum. So we feel a special attitude from the president and from the government. And also, of course, we are very much grateful to Freedom Holding, Timur Turov, the president of Kazakhstan Chess Federation, and Freedom is the general sponsor, general partner of Kaz Chess. And we have really all the support in terms of finance. We can organize here even the final match of World Championship among men. We can organize here different tournaments that we want. Of course, we have this program of young talent support, where we support 45 people. So actually, of course, ideas are from my side and my colleagues from training team. But general idea to create this competency or rivalry local. So we don't support 1 or 2 or 5 players, the most talent. We support 45. It creates competition. And there is, of course, different layers. So you can get the golden package, you can get silver or bronze. And of course, when you get bronze, you still have a chance, still have support. But you demonstrate your best, and then you try to get, next year you can try to get golden package. It's already happened. So when people from the bronze package 1 year, they shifted to the gold package.
What's the amount they get? Approximately?
We don't provide money to young players directly, but we cover the expenses. And the golden package at the moment is approximately 30 million tenge. So
nice.
It's approximately 60 or 55 $1,000 a year. So which is quite
an amount.
Quite an amount to support young talent. To cover all his expenses in terms of, actually there are different expenses. Main ones are trainers and playing in the tournaments.
Yeah, traveling
and all the expenses. But also we cover I don't know, notebooks. We cover, I mean, laptops or chess programs, or even the abonnement to sport facilities, or it could be different kind of support. Actually, it's a real package. Of course, in the bronze one, you have like more simple one, like lower number, but still it's enough to continue your career, to continue your improvements.
I remember I had a podcast with Felix Bloberger, the Austrian GM and Austrian chess champion, and he recorded this famous video called "Being a Chess Professional in Europe Sucks," and explained that it's hard to get by in Europe. So in this regard, Kazakhstan and I think also Uzbekistan, two examples in Asia that are doing much better, and India, of course, as well.
Asian Championship is really like the strongest championship comparing to other continents at the moment, because we have China, India, we have Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, but also Russia joined the Asian Chess Federation. So Russian players are also competing for the titles. So to win Asian Champions, it's quite a task.
Yeah. I really enjoyed playing there. It was a fascinating event. It's great that you have those programs. I wanted to speak about Kazakh chess more and about the future. Currently, women of Kazakhstan definitely are one of the best in the world, like the silver medal in the Olympiad and lots of titles, like Bibi Sarai is, I think, twice World Blitz champion. So, and among juniors also, females are playing on the highest level. But among male players, junior players have some titles, but older generation of Kazakhstani players, it feels like they're lagging a little bit behind women. What could be the case? What do you think?
As the economical analyst, I can say that it's always about economics. So first of all, it's cheaper to grow up a good woman chess player.
Because competition is not as extreme, right?
Because of competition. I mean, to have, I don't know, Prague or Magnus Carlsen is much more expensive. I mean, you need to spend much more hours with the best coaches. I mean, really to participate in the best tournaments. And I mean, it's really more expensive than to do it with the best woman. And the second is that historically in Kazakhstan, we had investments or sponsorship to women chess much more than we had to men section. And now we actually have diversification. And of course, if you want to grow up a tree, you have to wait until it will become a big one. So this is not a quick story. So we started just 3 years ago. It's actually in May. It's just 3 years since I started working for Federation as the vice president. 8 months later, Timur Turov became the president of Kazakhstan Chess Federation, and we got real financial opportunity to realize our plans that we prepared by that moment. And for men, so we have at the moment Kazbek Nogerbek, current world junior champion. Of course, he, as all the players, is underrated, but he's dangerous. I mean, he's quick, he's stable, and I think he will progress to higher rankings, and he will win another tournaments. We have Aldiar Ansat, who recently won the zone tournament, men's zone tournament, where the players from Central Asian countries participate. And also he got the second place in World Championship under 18 in Brazil last year. Also we have Edgar Mamedov at the moment, who just
broke your record.
Yeah, who just two days ago broke my record. He became international grandmaster in the age of 14. So it's very good. I mean, even globally, it's quite a good age. Not the youngest, of course. We have like some people at 12. We have, I think, 10 or 15 people at 13.
Yeah, but youngest in Kazakhstan.
but it's youngest in Kazakhstan, and it's quite promising that we have this sign that the new generation is coming. So I think we will have other young talents coming to the level of grandmaster. So we have Mark Smirnov, current world champion under 12. We have Danis Kondekula, who also was world champion under 12. We have a lot of young players who won medals in world youth championships. So I think this diversification with 45 talents that we support and we create this competition between them. We provide these grants. I think we will grow a new generation. And we spoke with Timur Turlov about that quite thoroughly in Budapest. So, and we agreed that we don't need to force this process. So we will do slow work on our side. We will prepare a new generation. So, of course, it will take time. It could take 3 years. It might be 5 years, but still, we see the progress. And I'm very grateful to Timur that he don't force us. He understands that. Actually, he deeply involves in discussions regarding the federation's initiatives. So a few days ago, we had a presidium of Kazakhstan Chess Federation, like maybe 1.5 hour of discussions for the current agenda. He of course participates, and it's quite important that and the most interesting was when we defended the budget of Kazakhstan Chess Federation. So it was my agenda and Gulmira's agenda. So we were at the meeting with the commission of 10 people, freedom-holding bankers, different people who asked the questions, who challenged us about the budget. But it was also Timur who sat down there on that side, on side of sponsors. And then finally Timur started to defend the budget. So he was so enthusiastic about Kazakhstan Chess Federation progress. So he explained to his colleagues from Freedom why we need that or those tournaments. He explained them why we need those trainers. We explained them why we have a certain training camp and why we invite a good coach like, for example, Peter Svidler or Boris Geffen, who supports our national team. So, and of course, with his support, we easily defended the budget. So this is his involvement in the process.
Yeah, of course, his support is invaluable. When do you think Kazakhstan will have a top 10 player in the open section? I think this was one of the goals that.
No way, we don't have that goal. No, we have a goal to be in top 10 for team championship, for Olympiad or world team, not for individual. So for individual, we understand that it's a good luck. So to find our Kazakh, let's say Magnus Carlsen or Nodirbek Abdusatorov, our own super star, it's a good luck. We try our best in selection. We work a lot about looking at the young talents. So quite a famous coach, Evgeny Vladimirov. He's a chief coach for kids and youth team. He's quite focused on that. And he has experience. He in his life he saw many talents. He supported many Indian players. Of course, he was a trainer and a coach and the second of Garry Kasparov. And he is very experienced. And we have a good team of other trainers here in Kazakhstan. We try our best to find that talent. So to become a leader of the national team.
But still, you think it will take several years, and then there will be some new stars.
So when a new star comes, everyone understands that. So when we witnessed the appearance of Magnus Carlsen, let's say. So when he was, I played in Aeroflot Open when he was 12 years old, and he just defeated Sergei Dolmatov, it was great game. I mean, despite he was 12 years old. When he was 13, I won a tournament in Denmark, in Copenhagen. And he played and he got the 7th place. But it was open tournament with 150 players. and I was lucky not to meet him at the bottom. Maybe I was unlucky because it was my
last chance
to win him. Yeah, but even that time he was already very dangerous, and everyone understands when a superstar comes. When Nodirbek Abdusatorov came to chess, we saw how he beat Magnus Carlsen despite he was very young. I think he was 15. When Radjabov beat Kasparov first time, he was also 15. I mean, we saw so many stories of these successes in very young age. So we understand when Kazakh superstar will appear, everyone will understand that.
Yeah, I think they definitely will appear because I'm playing those 10-year-old kids here and completely they show completely mature understanding of the game already very often. So yeah, and lots of strong 15-year-olds already. So yeah. Definitely a big future for Kazakhstan chess. And I've heard that you guys also have initiated the program for chess to be taught at schools. And it's like an optional subject, or is it something like that currently?
This is me who is responsible for the program. So this is not a project, it's a real program with the maybe 10 projects inside the program. Starting 2023, we started teaching chess at schools in 7 regions of Kazakhstan. It was 42 schools, and it covered approximately 1,000 kids of the first grade. And then we also had the scientific project where we analyzed the results and we proved that it's very useful. Of course, and everyone understands, but we need to do it like some bureaucracy and some scientific approach.
What was like the result? Was it useful for school studies in general, or for what?
The chess develop a lot of skills, and of course there is a big report and actually we are continuing this report at the moment. So we have other tasks for scientific group of people. Actually, they are Kazakh scientists graduated and from the best universities. They have PhD from University College of London, from the best university of the United States, like South California and so on. So this group of people analyzes how chess supports the development of society, the development of kids, and also how it contributes to the economic growth. So this is quite interesting project in terms of science. The program itself at the moment already covers 20,000 kids of first and second grade. And starting this September, we expect that this program will expand to 60,000 students of first and second grade already in all the regions of Kazakhstan. So we had to prepare teachers for that. So we developed special complex with book, with notebook, methodology that we provide to teachers. Also, we developed a program chess class that teachers can use in the class. Special videos from the best grandmasters like Vladimir Kramnik, Boris Gelfand, Ho Yifan, Evgeny Vladimir, and others. So it is available in Kazakh, Russian, and English. Also, we have a special video course where our good chess trainers and methodologists participated, including Murtaz Kashgaliyev. So we use this video course to teach teachers how to teach kids. So altogether, we prepared more than 800 teachers at the moment. So we have full support of Ministry of Education of Kazakhstan. At the moment, we are continuing this work. We will need more teachers. This is the main bottleneck of the program. So that's why we initiate a special minor program in the pedagogical universities starting this September. So we started in at least at five pedagogical universities from September. It means that the students of the second or third year will study chess all the year. And after graduation, they will get 2 diplomas. First one will be the teacher of the beginning school, and second one will be the teacher of chess.
Nice.
So it is approved by ministries. So we have a new profession. So teacher of chess. We need this program because teachers are really crucial in success of this program. Also, we understand that the dynamics that we have, these tens of thousands of students that we have in the program, and that we have 1,000 next year, 20,000 next year, 50,000 next year, 100,000 people covered by the program. It's a real risk of low quality. So that's why we create a special department of quality control. So when people there go to different regions of Kazakhstan, checking with these inspections, supporting with different camps or different technical support, let's say, methodological support. So we have a big team of methodologists in our group. So we create a special Kazakh chess lab here in Almaty, in Zhenpu. This is the Women Pedagogical University. We will create a special place. In 1 month, we will make a presentation of that place. It's already prepared, so we will do all the methodology in that center, Kazakh chess lab. So this is just generally about the program. It covers from first to fourth grade, not obligatory for the schools. So a school can choose chess as they call it variative component. So this is like additional one. Because some schools have, I don't know, a certain concentration, let's say in French language or in something else. Yeah. So a school can also have this concentration in chess. So at the moment we cover 550 schools. Starting this September, we expect at least 900. So it means that a school makes a choice for chess as one of the fields of concentration. And after that, the chess as the subject becomes obligatory for first grade. So they say this class or these classes will study chess at school. It means that chess comes to the curriculum, to the obligatory curriculum and schedule of a kid.
I wonder, this is very impressive, and big respect for initiating this program, and also this very thorough approach to creating the whole ecosystem, not just like one-off project, but it's a system where you even create hundreds of new chess teachers. This is so great. I wonder if India launches a similar program, then nobody will have like a chance to compete with them, I think, because if 1 billion people will start learning chess from young age, this will be even bigger domination for them. But for now on, yeah, even though Kazakhstan is not like the biggest country in the world in terms of population, this is very impressive. The percentage of juniors, for example, currently who take titles internationally. I think like Kazakhstan should be like in top 3 among juniors titles, something like that. Have you measured any statistics?
They have unofficial results for every individual championship, like team result. Mm-hmm. So last World Championship in Rapid and Blitz in Greece, on Rhodos Island, we got the first place for team. Last Scholars Championship in Serbia, we got the first place for team. Last championship for cadets in classical chess, it's 8, 10, and 12 years old kids. We got the first place in Italy. World Junior Champion of last year, the current one, is Kazbek Nogerbek. So for 14, 16, 18 in Brazil, we finally got third place, but we had a very good chance to be the first. So anyway, it was third place. It's also good. So I would say that we definitely are in top 3 in terms of YOS team.
Yeah, very, very impressive.
And also Asian Championship last year for classical Rapid and Blitz, we also got first places in all the categories. But we're competing India, China, Russia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Uzbekistan. So it's quite competitive.
Yeah, very impressive. Okay, I will be definitely following and covering the rise of chess in Kazakhstan even more, since I'm here and since I'm also participating a lot in local events. Finally, we have a tradition at this podcast we play Blitz against my guests. Grandmasters usually give me time odds, 1 minute against 5. Would that be fine with you?
Yeah, okay. Let's play.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh, what an interesting variation. Some move order stuff. I think I can do this. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go here. And let's go here. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Okay. Still have 40 seconds. This is some impressive blitz skills. Okay, let's go.
Hey,
You spent some time on this.
6 секунд.
It's not that bad.
Не ожидал.
Okay. Okay. I resign. Thank you for the game. Very exciting. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and comment. See you.